Florida's oldest attraction, started back in 1949 by Owen and Pearl Godwin. Started as the Florida Fish and Wildlife Institute. The name is very boring. You know, I said it bored you guys out. Very boring name. Sounds like a government building. They actually changed their name just 1 year later, trying to sound more like a wildlife park, less like a place to do paperwork. So 1 year later, in 1950, the new name for our park became Snake Village. Now, with the new name Snake Village in 1950, Owen thought that may bring more people into the park and sounded more exciting. Actually did the exact opposite of what he wanted, though. You see, back in the 1950s, nobody liked snakes, wanted to see a snake or be around them. So with the name changed to Snake Village, they all just drove past the park even faster than before. And that was not good for Owen either. So you had to change the name yet again for a third time, because the first name is too boring and the second name is too scary. And it was actually 4 years later, his wife renamed the park. 1954, Pearl renamed the park Gatorland. Now with the new name Gatorland, 1954, Owen spent the rest of his life growing the park and expanding it to what is today, using all the savings to actually fly all over the globe to collect and save some dangerous animals. Now coming up here on your left-hand side, just a moment on your left, you'll see two animals not very crazy or dangerous, very important to Florida's history as a state. Up here on your left-hand side, you'll be able to see the very special breed of cattle. They're called the scrub cattle, also called the cracker cattle on your left. This breed was brought to Florida back in the 1500s by the Spanish conquistadors, brought here from Spain due to their smaller size. Smaller size made it easier to move through the swamps of Florida. Then the 1800s, the cracker cowboys in Florida only used those cattle because they didn't sink in the mud. And those cattle's names are Red and Greta. They're in their daytime enclosure. At nighttime, they walk them back the pathway there, hang out in the swamps out back, the fields. Then come back in the morning so you guys can see with the train. Their names are Red and Greta. I'll let you guys figure out which one is which. But on your right-hand side here on the right, y'all get a great view of some dangerous animals. This giant crocodile laying in the sun over here. His name is Morton. Somewhere in the water, right by that boat, you can see her under the water by the boat. That's Sheila. Morton and Sheila there on your right-hand side of the boat. Saltwater crocodiles found throughout northern Australia and Southeast Asia. So that's Morton, the male up there on the bank, getting some sun. He's a cold-blooded reptile. Want to get warmed up and still all the gators and crocodiles here at our park. Second exhibit's home to 2 American crocodiles and 2 American alligators. The crocodiles up in the bank laying in the sun. Bigger alligator in the water, his name is Pomps. He's 64, he's the oldest gator in the park. And the last exhibit on the right-hand side, you guys see the giant crocodile right there in the sun. That is Dundee. Then back in the shade against the fence, his girlfriend Phoebe. Now Dundee right there, the big boy, is our most large and aggressive saltwater crocodile in the park. He's 14 feet, he's 1,000 pounds. Makes him like a real-life dinosaur. I get to hand feed Dundee every week and almost die every week. Well, I feel like Jurassic Park, but that's okay. And also on the right-hand side, you see those pathways. You can't see these crocodiles from the train at all, so make sure you walk back those pathways so you can find the Cuban and the Nile crocodiles back there, jungle crocs. Some of my favorite crocodiles in our park are back there, so walk on back so you can go see the Cuban and Nile crocodiles. The Nile crocodiles you can see underwater. They got a window at their exhibit. Y'all can see them. Go check it out. Don't miss out on that. Back in Jungle Crocs. So let's get the zip line tower to the right. Y'all go zipping over gators and crocodiles in our park. The zip line tour is 5 zips in the bridge. We just have a single zip goes on the Brady Marsh. Either way, check it out. Definitely awesome.
When was the last time you was here? When he buys his little.
Now we're gonna go inside this next animal exhibit with all the animals back here. They're called the Piney Woods, also called the Deer Yard. Home to 2 European fallow deer, 1 leucistic deer, and 13 white-tailed deer. As we enter, take a look on the right-hand side. You're gonna see the 2 European fallow deer laying down, taking a nap. They just scarfed down all their food. You can see their bowls are licked clean. Taking some food naps. Those are the fallow deer on your right-hand side there. European deer, a little bit different of a coat as far as their fur goes. They look a little different, much more solid colors. But they are deer than the fallow deer. Looks like they're too full. You ain't too quick there, buddy. You ain't too fast. But you look straight above my head, right above us, this structure is called a Chakee hut. Now, Chakee is Seminole, my house, built by a native tribe of Seminoles like myself. Said to last 25 years, and I believe it, because our Chakee has actually lasted through 3 hurricanes and a tornado. Pretty sturdy for some sticks and leaves. There's a zip liner zipping above on the right. You can see the little helmet going by. There it goes. Pretty neat. This is some of the original land Owen Godwin purchased for his park back in the 50s. Pretty much stayed the same. Also keep your eyes open back here for wild birds and wild snakes. About 2 train rides ago, I saw a big old water moccasin back here. Just keep your eyes peeled. You never know what you might see. There's a couple white-tailed deer up here on your right. Like I said, we got 13 of the white-tailed deer back here, so keep your eyes peeled for them. There's one laying down, one standing up. And you can find the white-tailed deer all throughout North America. Down here in Florida, you can find them in the swamp. They're much smaller, a little harder to spot out. You can see they hide pretty well in those elephant ears. Those are the swamp plants there, the elephant ears. Very neat. Some more deer up here on the left, playing in the water, looking for some food maybe, who knows, being deer. There's some on the right laying down. You guys get a nice close view of the ones on your right hand side laying right next to the fence. And they use that white tail like this signaling device. There's danger nearby, like a panther. They would flap their tail up and down without making any noise to warn their friend. You can see the deer on the right hanging out. And on your left-hand side are the emus. Emus on your left are actually the second largest flightless bird in the world. Flightless means they can't fly, but they're still pretty fast on land. The birds you left can actually run at the speeds of 30 miles an hour. It's all due to their giant legs and feet. Birds are direct descendants of dinosaurs, cousins to the ostrich. Those emus. You can hand feed them. There's a little corn machine y'all can feed the emus with.
Turkeys at Walt Disney World.
Now, if you guys are on the train, riding in the train with me right now, make a halfway stop down here. The stop's optional. Need y'all can just stay on the train or exit. It's up to you. Just wait till I stop, then decide. Down here is Pearl Smokehouse, the Swamp Walk in the Gator Wrestle Arena. But like I said, guys, you can just stay on the train or exit. Just wait till I stop all the way to the side. Again, it is an optional stop. All right. You guys are all set to decide. Again, you can just stay on the train or exit. We go back to the other station as well. And down here is that Pearl Smokehouse, Swamp Walk, and the Gator Wrestle Arena. Next Gator Wrestling show starts in an hour. I'll be there. You guys come say hello. If not, it's okay.
Hello.
Aw. You guys are all going to stay on the train? You like me that much? Want to come over for dinner? I got canned food and ramen noodles, but that's the life of a 22-year-old Gator wrestler, so I guess we'll get going then. Thumbs up. You guys are all good to go? Thumbs up? No thumbs? You guys hate me? I see how it is. It's like high school all over again. All right, we'll get going. Don't jump out because I'll run you over. You guys having a good time today?
Yes.
Having fun?
No.
Well, I can tell you guys are all smiling so much back there. Look at that.
No.
Beautiful smiles.
No.
That's right.
And up here on your left-hand side, you're going to see the Smokehouse and the Gator Wrestling Arena. Now, a little bit of history on the actual Gator Wrestling itself. Alligator Wrestling was brought to Gatorland back in 1991 by Tim Williams. Tim Williams pioneered the event here at the park. He's been showing gentlemen ever since, just like myself, how to wrestle the alligators properly and, well, somewhat safely. I'm doing pretty good. I still got all 10 fingers. I got all 10 fingers still. Just got a couple of holes in my left hand, so a couple of holes ain't bad. So yeah, come on down and say hello to the 3:30 Gator Wrestling Show. Also, last chance to do rookie wrestling. If y'all got those cards to sit with an alligator or paid to sit with an alligator, last chance is right there at that show before and afterwards. So go check it out, Gator Wrestling. There's the Bobcat bio on your left. This is the back walk to the front. You can see them there sitting on the lawn. Walk to the front of those windows. Y'all can see the Bobcats on display. They're actually doing a show up here on your left, so be quiet as you go by the show. It's the up close with Donnie and Gabruli, Andrew. Donnie and Andrew.
So, Ingrid, where are you from?
Donnie!
Are you afraid of animals?
So that was Donnie and Andrew there in the up close encounter shows. They had those shows at 10:45 and 2:30 today. And up close encounter open up boxing bags for all sorts of animals. Also on your left hand side is the world famous petting zoo. I have no idea why it's world famous. Pretty cool though. Y'all get to go in there and hand feed the goats. If the goats like you enough, they'll leave little chocolates in the ground. Make sure you guys wipe the dirt off the chocolates before you try and eat them though. Otherwise it's going to taste like poop. No. I'm just kidding, kids. Don't do that. That's a joke. Yeah, never eat chocolate you find on the ground. That's a no-no.
Yes,
I mean, our wildlife park's got a petting zoo, especially here at our park. We got all the gators and crocodiles and snakes. Good to see a little fuzzy animals once in a while, you know? But you got a petting zoo. Also on your right-hand side here on the right, y'all get a beautiful view of our 10-acre alligator breeding marsh. The alligator breeding marsh on the right-hand side is home to 150 alligators, also home to the nesting and waiting birds. See a couple of birds already got the nest started nesting above the alligators. Gonna hatch all those baby birds around mid-February. There's hundreds of birds here. Right now we got some egrets, herons, spoonbills, cormorants, wood storks out there nested. Every year they fly in from all over the country. They use the alligators like free home security. The alligators get to breed every year though too. The mama gators will build nests and lay their gator eggs inside of the nest. We go collect out the eggs before they hatch. Make sure all the baby gators survive. I've actually found you guys can call alligators told you in the breeding marsh using the baby gator call. It sounds like a little hiccup. You guys can try it out. This is what it sounds like right